RadNet, a stronger and more connected community. It's a vision for a better future.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We got a cool show tonight, guys. It's been a while since we've hung out like this, so welcome to the show. This will be a nice Q&A type thing. I'll definitely talk to the chat, but I've got some business to take care of here. We're going to be talking about 1982. Now, the reason I want to talk about 1982 is because I was lucky enough to get this documentary on 1982, the greatest geek year ever. And this documentary is about 3 hours long, and it talks about all things pop culture when it comes to 1982, the movies, the music, pop culture. 1982 was insane when it came to the amount of quality movies that came out around that time. It's hard to even believe until you watch this and you're like, oh my God, like all these movies came out around that time. And I was so young at the time. So obviously none of these I saw when they were released. I had to wait a couple of years until I was a little bit older to catch these for the first time. But man, this documentary is so cool. And because the channel just recently hit 10,000 subs, which again was my yearly goal. We're way ahead of that now. And I want to thank every single one of you that's in here for your support in helping the channel grow these last couple of years. It's super cool to see that we were able to hit that goal that seemed very out of reach in January. And you guys have been watching the content. You've been commenting, sharing, liking, and we made it. We made it. And MVD Entertainment was nice enough to say, hey, man, congrats. We love the channel. We're going to send you an extra copy of this to give away to your audience. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. So if you follow me on social medias, on Facebook, on Instagram, I put a post out about a week ago with this on it. And I said, giveaway to celebrate 10,000 subs. All I need you to do is, follow my page. You can follow MVD as well if you wanted to. And make sure you're subscribed to Instagram, to Facebook, you're following. And let me know your favorite movie from 1982. And while you're doing that, tag a friend that you think would like to enter this giveaway as well. So I did that and I tallied everybody up. We have a wheel of names that I'm going to do it live in a little bit. I've never really done it before, so I hope I do it correctly. I set it all up. It should be good to roll, but we will see how that works live tonight. It could be a disaster, a complete disaster, but we will try it and we will see if we can get that winner tonight. And the only way to win is to get chosen on that wheel and to be watching this video either live or on the replay. Because if you don't reach out to me and say, hey, man, I'm the one who won, you ain't getting it. And then a couple weeks will go by and I will do it again. And we'll try to find another winner. But again, the only way to claim this prize if you won is by checking this video out now or on the replay and getting to me and letting me know you were the winner. So hopefully there's people here checking this out. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Again, if you like anything 80s, 90s pop culture, you like horror movies, you like nostalgia, you like collecting, this is the place to be. This is your rad source for all that stuff when it comes to pop culture. So before we get into the prize, and I also have my top 10 ranking of movies that came out in 1982 that I'm going to do with you guys. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to shit on a lot of this stuff I'm going to say here, but that's what makes this fun. Everybody's different. I'm a weird dude. What can I say? So before we start all this, I will get to the chat and see who is in the house now. Now is your chance to say what's up. I will get to every single comment before we move on to the next segment. And the first one I'm going to say is Dino. Welcome to the show, man. Always excited for a live show. What's going on? Garrett, Dino, what is going on, man? Thank you so much. Adrian James, what is up, dude? Movie Hunter 2020. Evening, everyone. 1982 is a great year. Spent most of my life in the arcades. That sounds awesome, man. Like I said, I was an infant in 1982. So I wasn't, but in the 80s, I spent a lot of times in the arcades as I started to get a little bit older. Liana, what is going on, kid? Vanderhoff was 14 in 82. Those were the days. The 80s were the days. Bog Zombie E.T. was the first movie that made me cry. My older sister started laughing at me in the theater, and I claimed to just have something in my eye. I thought it was clever with that one, but not so much. We will definitely talk more E.T. tonight, 100%. Big Rod, what's up, man? I got a hole in my Rad Racing shirt this weekend. I'm bummed. Oh, man, no way. I have one of those shirts, man. You got to get another one, dude. But you know what? A hole in the Rad Racing shirt actually could kind of be kind of cool. Kind of a little bit more 80s. You know, I know a lot of people that have like tons of holes in their t-shirt and they just wear them. They just wear them around. So again, it's not the end of the world. You could probably sport the hole in the Rad t-shirt. It'd be A-okay. My Killer Podcast, Mel in the house. Ayo, what is up, everyone? Kill like button for the Rad dude. Thank you so much, Melski. Hit that like button as well as subscribing to the channel. Hit the like. It definitely is a cheap and easy way to help the channel out by just hitting that little like button right there. Let me see. Liana says I didn't see ET till 84, and then I saw Karate Kid the Drive-In. That's kind of, I think we're kind of in a similar boat with that one for me as well. Big Rod said we got our first Jason mask in 82. Correct, we did. Let me see. I'm going to get to everybody. Ryan Cheek. Every time I visit ET, I fall asleep. I just cannot get into that movie. Again, we will definitely be talking ET. Her kids watched it and cried. Dude, 100%. Like, watching this documentary, I'm like, oh my God, like, it was an insane year for movies, for music, 100%. Big Rod says, I still get downs on some Short Circuit all the time. Fled the Navigator, but E.T. was the same, 100%. Alex, what's going on, man? Big Rod says, time to get radical. What's up? Punisher Batman fan in the house. What is going on? Foz Rotten is here. He says, the hour of Rad is upon us. It certainly is, and I will be here for at least an hour tonight. Noise Loop, what is going on? Alex says, the only strong with Mark Disca is awesome material, arts, fun flick. I don't know. Only the strong. Sorry. I don't know if I've seen that, to be honest with you. I really don't. I don't think I own it. I don't think I have it. Heart Fanatic 81 is in the house. What is going on here? Tina, what's going on? Fit and Frightening is here. Hey, everyone got lucky and saw the light. Hell yeah. I am so glad you are here, kid. All right. Let me just get to this. Trace is in the house. Got my full moon fright box from Umbrella today. Great set. I'm waiting on that. And it shipped. It's landed. It's on its way to my house. And when I get that, I will be doing a live unboxing with Christian over at Planet CHH. Will be doing a joint unboxing for that full moon box set. So definitely keep your eyes open if you want to check that out. What up, dude? Thank you for being here. Look at Woody in there, killing it. Irvy's in the house. Nothing beats the 80s. What a great doc. Thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate you catching this live as well. Had a bad week. Sorry, I've been engaged. Hey, listen. I'm sorry for the bad week, but hopefully this next hour will be a good part of your week. I am here to entertain you. So hopefully I can do that a little bit for you there, kiddo. Look at Vanderhoff. He's getting personal. He wants to know everybody's age in this chat right now. Everybody. What's up, Cody? Dude Loves Movies. One half of the Rad dudes. Go check out the Code Man over at Dude Loves Movies. What's up? Don't forget the roundhouse kick, the like button. See, he knows. Mel knows. My man, Ela. What's up, dude? Adrian James was 12 and 82. Wow, I have a lot of older crowd in here, which is cool because I feel like I'm one of the older ones doing this kind of YouTube thing. I started way late. And a lot of the people that I work with and collab with are more or less younger than me. So I like that I'm seeing a lot of the older crowd in here supporting because we're all geeks in our own way. Har Orman in the house. What's going on? Magic Hands. What's up? How many copies did I win? We will see. Again, I don't know if you even were part of it. Again, here's the problem, guys. If this was an Instagram and Facebook giveaway competition type thing, and if people's names are different on those they have different handle names, then I don't know who is who. So I put everybody's name on this spinner that what their name was on those social media platforms. So maybe you're there, Magic Hands, if you have a different name. I don't remember putting yours in there though. Yeah, the stream just started. Let me see. Tape Rot, what's up, man? How are you? Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Um, Ace, Tom Ace, what is going on? I was 482. So again, we're not too far in age. You're a little bit older than me. 100%. I did a little bit. It's been a long day, guys. I've been up since 3:30. I slept about 3 hours last night, so I'm tired. But I took a little bit of the activator, and I am feeling great right now. So I am activated and ready to go. Are we ready? Gore Tiger, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Have I seen Bad Influence in 1990? You mean Rad Influence? No, of course I've seen Bad Influence. I see everything James Spader. Come on now. Of course. Of course. Let's see. Cody says he saw that doc a couple years ago. It's really good. I need to pick this one up. Well, guess what, dude? You might win it tonight, so hang in there. All right. Let's see. You got the full moon set? I didn't know that. I thought for sure when I talked to Christian, I'm like, well, let's do an unboxing, dude, because like you and I are the only ones that probably bought this thing. So that's all that. I had no idea you would have bought that. I'm a huge mark for demonic toys. So let me see. All right. I just want to check to see if there's anything else here. Vanderhoff says the Blair Witch Project second sight. It is. I've got it right here. It is a freaking beast. It looks great. The special features on it are insane. The book is insane. We're going to be doing a video. It'll probably drop Saturday about this release and about every single Blair Witch release ever, or at least here in the States, more or less. We're going to go through the physical media history of Blair Witch. We're going to talk about Blair Witch from the time it was announced to the world till today. So it's a whole retrospective on the Blair Witch Project, which is very interesting. That will probably drop, I'm thinking, Saturday. So keep your eyes open for that. It's going to be a real cool show. It's going to be something different, something you're not seeing anywhere else. And in the process of the show, we are going to talk about this second sight release as well. Okay, everybody's throwing ages out here. I'm not going to pull everybody's age, but I just want to look really quick. This is good. I like to see a lot of these. Yeah, Mel's only 25. She's a youngie. I like to see a lot of these like late 30s into the 50s thing. That's cool. That is cool. Thanks, dude. Hey, I appreciate you saying what's up, man. Thank you for being here. I don't know if you're a new subscriber, new member of the channel, but hey, thank you so much for being here. It's really cool to see everybody's ages. Like, it's really a weird thing because, you know, when you think of YouTube and stuff, you're like, oh my God, everybody's probably 20s, right? But to see all this is amazing. Let's see. Okay, so I'm pretty much caught up, I think, here. You guys are all just joshing with each other. Bucky, what's up? Justin? No, he's not 17. Justin is 19. So he's a youngin'. Bucky's 35. I did not say farts. I would never say such a thing. I said old and rad. I mean, that's me. Again, the only reason I look a little bit younger than I am is because of that damn substance. I got to keep it on me. All right. So what do we want to do first? Do we want to start going through this top 10, or do we want to do this contest? What do we want to do? Top 10 movies of 1982, my personal ranking, so you guys can shit on me, or do we try to get this damn giveaway done? You let me know right now. I'm going to start setting up this giveaway thing, and then you tell me if you want to start with that or you want to go into a top 10. All right, hold on. Ranks. Okay, ranking. All right, let's do the ranking. You guys are going to have to hold tight then for the giveaway. So anybody who's popping in here that's like, I just wanted to see if I won. Well, you guess what? You're going to have to hang around now. All right, let's do it. Whew. Okay, now what we'll do is I'll go through my top 10. We'll do it one at a time. We'll talk a little bit about each movie. And then at the end, when you see things that aren't included, we can have a discussion about it. Okay? All right. Let's see. Okay. This was hard. This was a hard list to do. There's so many good movies I left out, but I had to do it according to me, according to not the best made movies. It has to be the movies that I enjoy the best. Which ones am I going back to and watching on a more regular basis? Which again, my list is probably not going to be like most people's lists. And I'm sure your lists aren't going to be like other people's lists. And that's kind of the beauty of doing this thing. But you know how it goes. If my list doesn't match other people's lists, I'm sure I'll get a lot of shit in the comments for it. But that's what it is. That's what it is. There's only one rad list, and it's the one that you're going to see right now. So, number 10 on this top 10 movies in 1982 is going to be Creepshow. So we got that little anthology, the collab with Mr. King and Mr. Romero here. Now, Creepshow is a movie that I saw as a kid, and it was definitely a gateway into my love for the horror genre. It really, really was. So this had to be included in here. I still find a lot of fun in Creepshow. You know, I think of some segments kind of, I feel like they feel a little bit dated. I actually think Father's Day feels a little bit dated, to be honest with you. But all in all, the movie itself is super fun. I mean, I could put on Creepshow at any time in the background or, you know, just on a Saturday, just watching it. It's always gives me a good feeling to watch Creepshow. It's a very easy watch. Again, it's got that a little bit of that comedic element to it. I've talked about Creepshow on this channel many, many times. But again, I had to put at 10 based on everything else that is here on the list. Now, I'm not sure if Creepshow would have made you guys' lists because there are so many good movies from 82. So number 10 is definitely going to be Creepshow. And I agree, Noise. That's kind of why it's here. Is it's definitely a comfort watch. It's an easy watch. It's a comfort watch for sure. All the way through. You get the different segments. Each one's a little bit different. So very, very cool. All right. So number 9 on this list. This one might be a little bit different for people. I have a soft spot for this movie. It's gritty. It's 80s horror. When I think of 80s horror, I think of just wacky stuff that they'd probably never do today. Ideas that are just so bonkers and off the wall that you're kind of like, who greenlit this? And this is Basket Case. Mr. Frank Henenlotter's Basket Case is coming in at my number 9. It's just such a fun, like I said, it's really gritty. It's just a cool concept of a movie. It's bonkers. Again, this is something else I've talked about on the channel many times before, that I just absolutely love this movie. The first time I saw this, I was just kind of really blown away. This was something I saw into my earlier love for horror when I was really starting to kind of pick things up. My uncle's recommending some stuff. He said, "Oh, Basket Case," and that alone, the name, I'm like, "Ooh, that sounds pretty cool." And he was kind of like, "Oh, it's about this kid that has a basket and there's something inside," and that's all he kind of told me. And then when you start to really watch the movie and realize like what's in the basket, where did he come from, and really, really cool. You get some stop motion in there, the practical effects in there. I mean, I'm a huge Frank Henenlotter guy. If you guys like his films, I did a full ranking of all Frank's films with Justin from the Rad Pack, and we did it together. He's another huge fan of Henenlotter. We worked together on that one and gave you guys our ranking. So if you're interested in more Henenlotter stuff, maybe you're not familiar with his stuff, maybe you love his stuff, definitely check out my library and my archive and just type in Frank Henenlotter ranking, or go to my playlist that says rankings and you have all the different ones I've done. But yeah, me and Justin did that one. That's number 9, Basket Case. I don't think this is probably going to be in many people's top 10 for 82, to be honest with you, because when you kind of see things that aren't in my list, you're going to be like, what the hell? But for me, Basket Case is just a favorite of mine. It always will be. So bad it's good kind of movie. And that's number 9. Now, really curious if anybody in the chat right now would say that if they had to kind of wing it and say, okay, would Basket Case make my top 10 of 82? Let me know. You don't have to think about what movies came out in 82, but just as far as, are you a fan of Basket Case? Are you not? I think it kind of swings both ways on that one. But I see more people in here. So guys, if anybody's coming to say what's up, come say hi if you're just popping in. Thank you guys for being here. A man of the people. Yeah, I agree. It might not be one that everybody's got in this top 10 for sure. Okay. Number 8 on this list. Now, surprisingly, when I was going through my collection, I'm like, holy crap, this is the only way I own this besides DVD. I have a Blu-ray collection. So what I'm going to talk about is in this collection. I don't have any individual release of this, which is mind-blowing that I don't have any of these 4Ks, to be honest. And I'm going to talk about Rocky 3. So Rocky 3 is going to be my number 8 on my list here. It's not my favorite Rocky. It's not my favorite, but I would say it's my second favorite Rocky movie. Having Mr. T in there, it's kicks ass. I mean, you got Hulk Hogan in this one. I mean, it's a star-studded cast. It's really, I think, when Stallone and the whole Rocky thing like really started to kind of be something. Like he had that image change in this one. He was the champ, and he had all the fancy clothes, and it's got a really cool 80s aesthetic in this one. And I'm not the biggest diehard Rocky fan. I like them a lot. But I know a lot more people that like them a lot more than I do. But 4 is my absolute favorite. 4 has always been my favorite. 3 is number 2 for me. But yeah, when I had to do with this list, I knew I had to put this in there. And I'm sure if I didn't, I'm sure people would have told me about it because people love the Rocky franchise. But yeah, that's my number 8 is going to be Rocky 3 from 1982. Now, being such an iconic movie, a movie that more or less most people would have this on their list. 100% would have this on their list. So to most people, this would be definitely something that they would have in their list. But you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what could be ahead of it, right? Because Rocky's such an important movie. Rocky 3, that should be top 3. But I'm going to get into my number 7 now. Now, my number 7 is not for everybody. My number 7 is a comedy, and it's one of my all-time favorite teen comedies ever. And I did a review on this movie and on this edition I'm going to show on this channel. I think people, again, looking at the ages of the people that are mostly watching the content right now, a lot of you might look and be like, oh, wow, yeah, that is fantastic. But I don't think a lot of people know it. Like, younger people, I think they might be just discovering it. It's not one of those movies like a Hughes movie that gets a ton of love, but that is Last American Virgin. What a cool ass movie. And yes, I know it was kind of a remake of a foreign movie, but very, very cool movie. Great cast in this. It's like a teen sex comedy. Amazing soundtrack in this movie. You got a lot of REO Speedwagon. That always wins me over. You put REO Speedwagon in a movie, and I'm already kind of hooked. But then you add this cast in here, and I have a thing for oh my God, what's her name? Diane Franklin from this movie. So when I saw this for the first time, I had a big thing for Diane Franklin. And that carried over into other things that she was in, like Amityville 2. And, she was in that other movie with Cusack. And, I was lucky enough to meet her, have her book get signed. I'm a big fan of Diane Franklin. And again, you got the dude from Friday the 13th Part 4 in here. A really good cast. It's a fun ass movie. And I don't know how many people love this one. As much as I do. This probably wouldn't be ahead of Rocky for most people, but it is one of those teen comedies from the 80s that I feel like gets kind of lost. But it's a cool movie. I mean, it's the story. I'm not going to say it's a cool story, but it's a pretty deep story in this movie, but it's got that teen sex comedy aspect to it as well. So Big Joe Franklin. Yeah, you never seen it, Noise Loop. You would probably like it. Yeah, look, I love REO Speedwagon. Yeah, I would definitely check this one out for sure. I'm sure you can probably catch it on streaming. This is a Blu-ray from MVD Rewind. This came out maybe last year or the year before. It's not that old, so I'm sure you can probably pick it up still. I highly recommend it. Again, soundtrack is great. Um, but yeah, that's my number 7 on my list. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, number 7 on my list. All right. So I see a lot of love for the Ario Speedwagon. Number 6 is going to be, I think this is a fan favorite. I think it is. I know Huck's going to probably like this one. And that is Blade Runner. Now, Blade Runner is interesting because, you know, I don't know. I feel like for a movie that's so in my head epic, I feel like it's not a movie that a lot of people talk about all the time. They should. I mean, I know there was obviously a sequel and stuff like that, but this is just one of those sci-fi movies, those sci-fi action movies that it works for me. It's like everything about it is just so cool. The clothes, the atmosphere, the characters. I love, 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 love Blade Runner. Yeah, see, like Cody, like he's never seen it, which is surprising to me because again, in my head, I'm thinking this is just an epic sci-fi action movie, but what can I say? I've never seen Indiana Jones, so I can't say much, and I'm sure everybody's gonna be like, "What?" But we already know this. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But in the same tone or the same perspective, is that a lot of people maybe haven't seen Blade Runner when Harrison Ford was kind of at his peak at that point with Star Wars and stuff like that. But and same thing, Tina has not seen it either. Blade Runner, I had to warm up to that one, didn't click right away. It's interesting. I'm surprised, especially because I know how much of a fan of sci-fi and stuff you are. And this edition, I don't even know if this has a 4K yet. I'm sure if it does, it probably looks fantastic. This is a great movie for upgrades and stuff like that. But I like this edition I have. It's a 5-disc it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many cuts does this have on it? This is a lot of cuts. This has the final cut. This has this is the making of. This has the theatrical cut, the international cut, the director's cut, and the work print. So this has like about 4 or 5 cuts of this movie in here. That's how crazy this is. There's like 5 cuts of this movie in here. So I really like this edition just because it's so stacked with like 5 discs, which I think is really gnarly. Like I said, I don't know if this has a 4K. I never really searched it out because, this was kind of a definitive edition for me. I'm like, what more do I need? I mean, I've got everything right here. But Blade Runner, it is. I do think that this does take a specific taste. And I don't know if it was just me seeing it at the right place at the right time, but it's kind of slow burn. I don't know if that's going to turn off people a little bit, but I just think it's a really cool story. Look at this. Liana likes him. Heck yeah. Antonis, what's up? Derelicts. No, I have not seen that. I will check that out though. Thank you. Yeah, there's so many cuts. He says, see, I was in that Indiana Jones mentality when seeing Blade Runner, so the tone of, yeah, very, very different. Very different. I agree. I think it was way ahead of its time for sure. Steel Frontier. Is that with let me know. Is that with Martin Cove? Is that the one? If it is not, then no, I haven't. Let me see. I have not seen this. I'm a big documentary guy. No maps for these territories. Interesting. Cyberpunk genre. I have not seen that. I've not seen it. But yeah, Blade Runner. I think that might be one that either will be high on somebody's list or not on their list at all. Oh, that one. The Canadian movie? I do. I've never seen it. Huck, will you send me a copy of this, please? Will you send me a copy of this? I saw the clip with you on that some kind of like Jeep or something, right? Is that what it was? It almost kind of looked like Mad Max, like. Um, but, yeah, that was my number 6. So we are down to 5. My 5 favorite movies from 1982, and I'm sure in your head you're thinking about, oh my god, there's a lot he hasn't talked about. What's going on here? All right. Yes, Huck, please sign it and send it my way if you get extras. 100%. I do remember seeing a clip of it somewhere. Yeah, Mad Max type. Heck yeah. All right. Here we go. Number 5. Halloween 3 comes in at number 5, Season of the Witch. I love this movie. I actually was never one of the people who hated this movie. I actually think I was a little bit I was a little late to the party on Halloween 3 because of all the negativity surrounding it. So I was always told by my uncle, by friends, by other horror fans in message boards growing up, and they were like, "Stay away from Halloween 3. It's garbage. Michael Myers isn't even in it." And I stayed away from Halloween 3 for a very, very long time. And I can remember getting it because I wanted just to complete my Halloween collection. I had like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So I was like, I'm going to get 3 just so I have them all. And I watched it and I freaking loved it. Loved it. So I've loved that movie since the first time I saw it, despite all the negativity surrounding it. That did, hesitate me into checking it out for the first time. But once I did, I was all in. And then I would say when the Blu-ray came out from Scream Factory, I feel like it really gained some steam. And now it's like a fan favorite of everybody's. So that's just me. Let me see what everybody else has to say about this. Let me see. Halloween 3. Are we fans? Bog Zombie says Silver Shamrock song stuck in my head. So Ragnar, you're saying overrated Halloween 3. Is that what you're telling me? Oh no, Belial's in better shape than you? Damn. That's wild. And Thomas is not a fan of Halloween 3. 1750 is a fan of Halloween 3. Mike! With the super chat, man. Thank you so much for doing that, for popping in, throwing the super chat ski at me. Let me see what I can do for Mr. Mike over here. What do you want, Mike? How about this?
Holy shit.
How's that? Thank you, Mike. Noise Loop's a fan. Oh, cool, man. May! He says he's a fan of part of H3 when they're trick-or-treating. That's a cool scene, though. It's very reminiscent to, Halloween for me as a kid. Let me see. What do you say? Finally, we disagree. While I like 3, I'd pick many other movies from 82 over I want my BF. Yeah, you're going to probably be mad at the rest of my list, to be honest with you. Let's see. Halloween 3, fun time. All right. Halloween 3 is coming in at number 5. All right, let me take a little drink here before we get to number 4. Now, remember, this is a personal list. Now, this next one at number 4 is one of the best horror movies, sci-fi movies I think I've ever seen in my life. And I know this one, for most horror fans, could probably easily be number 1 on this list of 1982 movies. I think this movie is a better movie than better movie overall than anything on the rest of my list. But out of these 4 movies, it's probably the one I watch the least. Now, that's the only reason that this is at number 4 is because I probably watch this less than I watch these other 3. Not due that they're better, but for some reason I just get a little bit more enjoyment about these other four movies. It could be a nostalgia thing or whatever. But like I said, this is going to be probably most people's number one of 82, or at least number two. And that is John Carpenter's The Thing. Again, this movie alone, besides maybe something like Blade Runner, is probably the most well-made movie in this whole 10 movies that I've chosen here tonight for this list. Unbelievable. The effects in this movie are probably bar none some of the greatest special effects in a horror movie I think I've ever seen. When I saw those for the first time, I was completely blown away and became so obsessed with practical effects because of this movie. And I'm still obsessed with practical effects. That's why I have such a hard time accepting a lot of modern movies. When you hit me with CGI, I get totally turned off. It's unfortunate, but that's why I can't do superhero movies. That's why I can't do a lot of these modern movies that are relying heavily on CGI. Totally takes me out of it completely, to a point where I don't even want to waste my time. And that could be shame on me because I probably miss a lot of halfway decent shit, but time is money and time is limited. So when I choose my time, I want to choose it wisely. And I would hate to just continue to watch a lot of these things and be pissed off and disappointed and just feel like I wasted X amount of time in my life. So The Thing, talk to me. I almost am positive not many people are going to say they don't like this movie. I think it's pretty renowned as being Carpenter's probably best movie, along with Halloween. But let's see what people are saying. See, 100%, 100%. Favorite horror film? It's it's unbelievable. Jamie, what's up, kid? Welcome to the show. It's a fantastic movie. I can't say anything negative about it. And again, if we did my favorite movies of the 80s, you'd probably maybe even still see it in easily the top 10, right? But 82 had so many good movies in it. And some of these ones that I'm going to talk about are not horror. So I don't want people to be like, "Oh my god, you don't like The Thing?" I love The Thing. It's number 4 on this list. So again, it's just it's unmatched. It really really is. I don't know if I've ever seen much special effects to that caliber ever, ever. And what they were able to do and the creatures, I mean, it was just unbelievable. Still shocking to this day, seeing that again. Jamie Hart loves it. Horror Fanatic says it's not my favorite, but I think it's the best movie. I think The Thing is the best movie about horror movies. It's true, and you know, if you want to call it sci-fi horror, but and Big Rod says I think inside the top 5 is good enough. So 100%, 100%. The 4K does look fantastic. Yes. Ragnar's shitting on everything. What do you like? Why don't you tell me what you like? That's what I'm curious about. 10K subs, a celebrity now. No, not quite celebrity, but we're getting there. But thank you, Jim Powers. I want to hear what Ragnar likes over there. My name is Travis, and I am the Moonstar. Has entered the chat. Oh my god, he has entered the chat. I like beer. It's good for you. Oh my god. Hit that like button, everybody. Make sure you too, Travis, Moonstar. Will you hit that like button for me, please? We got 3 left. We got the top 3. My top 3 favorite movies of 1982. All right, let's talk about it. Number 3 is going to be Friday the 13th Part 3 is going to be my number 3. Friday the 13th 3, when I did my Friday the 13th ranking, was my favorite Friday the 13th movie. And I think a lot of that has to do with nostalgia. It was the first Friday the 13th movie I'd ever seen. my uncle showed it to me because he was really trying to explain, how cool this was in 3D in the theaters and showing me all the different parts of, the yo-yo and the eyeball. And, I was a little kid at the time and I was like completely blown away by what I was seeing. And as soon as I saw Jason in the window without his mask on, I thought I was going to have nightmares for the rest of my life. It was one of the craziest things I'd ever seen in my life. And still thinking about it now, I can picture myself in my grandparents' living room watching that TV, my uncle right there showing me, and in my head thinking to myself for the first time, what the hell is that? I was young, guys. I was probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6, maybe at that point in time, I'm thinking. So yeah, it's 3 and 4 are my 2 favorite Friday movies. I'm gonna say 3 is probably my all-time favorite. I just like that Jason. I like that Jason. I know a lot of people like the hotter Jason. I like the he could be a real dude Jason. I just love the way he moved. I love the face. It just works for me. The cast of characters in this movie works for me. So I had to put this here. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, wow, I can't believe you put that over X, Y, and Z. But again, this is a personal preference to me that Friday 13th Part 3 has to go here because it's probably the Friday 13th I've watched the most in my whole life. Let me see what's going on here. I'm behind now. Let me see. I'm lost. What up, B? How are you, man? Am I? All right. Friday 13th is the only mask you own. Friday 3 is a masterpiece. I appreciate you guys liking this one. I wasn't sure if people were going to think of me having this there. Boggs on me says, no, his number 1 is Friday 13th 3. Wow. Excellent. Well, we're not done yet. Mr. 10K. That is rad. That will be the day. That will be the day. You guys are too funny. 100%. 100%. Shelly Shelly is can be a little bit annoying. I'm trying to think, what is his line when he has the mask on? He's like such a downer, right? He's not going to get chicks by talking shitty about himself. That's not how you do it. He's got to be confident, man. Come on. Part 4 was the first. Part 4 is right up there with me. Dude, 100%. Tiana, thanks for being here, kid. All right, guys, we're creeping on 100 people live right now. Let's hit that like button for me. Share it out. Share this this link to your stories or to your YouTube. Tell people we're live. We still got to do the giveaway, and I've got 2 left. Bucky, I completely agree with you. I'm more on your side about the Jasons, for real. I've never seen Gladiator, therefore I will probably not get the popcorn bucket. It's just not those type of movies are like definitely not my jam. And you could tell me it's great. It's such a great movie. That's fine. You know what? To be honest, I think I even have it. I don't think I've ever watched it, though. No. Shelly was in part 3. Yeah, dude. He is the main reason I'm into horror the way I am. And I really want to try to get him on a show. I don't know how I do it. Like, I mean, I could probably help him set up his computer and stuff like that, but I would love to talk shop with him on the show. He's a book of knowledge when it comes to horror. He asks me all the time. We'll be watching something. He's like, "What's this guy from?" I'm like, "I don't know." And he'll like know right off the bat. I'm like, "I don't remember." He knows so much. He had articles and stuff, and he didn't write for them, but he had like ads in Fangoria back in the day. So if you have all the Fangorias, you can probably find some of his ads and stuff that he put out. He would look for movies and basically, I don't know what he did. He almost like bootlegged them or something and then sold. I don't know. He's kind of a bootlegger, I guess. But back then in the 80s, I think a lot of that stuff, like it was different. So I don't know what the exact ad was. Used to have ads in Fangoria though. Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Good movie though. Good movie. How much can I deadlift? Right now, for one rep, probably 400. Let's see. I agree. Friday the 13th is a comfort franchise for me. It's my favorite of the big three. It's just there's something about it. Maybe it's just being in the woods. I'm not sure, but um, I love it. Big Rod, I will be shocked if you can put down what you think my top two are. What am I not entertained for? Oh, a fucking Gladiator. Oh my god. I'm waiting for everybody to start on me about Gladiator. Let's see. I'm telling. I ask him. I ask him all the time. Yeah, he had some. I don't know which ones though. Which ones I can ask him. Let me see. Okay. My number 2 favorite movie of 1982 is my all-time favorite comedy. And that is Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Is my all-time favorite teen comedy ever. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go get it and check it out. And I highly recommend getting this Criterion, especially now that the Criterion sale is going on, because this has the alternate television cut that was so sought after, at least by me, for a very, very long time. My uncle and I are both huge fans of this movie. We watched this so many times together when I was growing up. The television cut is amazing. There's alternate scenes. There's hilarious moments where they have to take out swears and dub in other words, and it just makes it so fun that I almost prefer to watch the television cut a lot of the times on this one because it just makes me laugh. Yeah, look at see Ryan Cheek knows the TV cut is better than theatrical. I agree. There's more scenes in it, and I laugh with the what does he say? Oh, well, you know when he's driving in the car with the little dude's brother, and they crash the car, and he's gonna say, my brother's gonna flip. Oh my god, what does he say? I'm trying to think what he said in the television cut. Almost like he's gonna flip instead of he's gonna kill us or something like that. And I always thought that was funny. And then the part where Spicoli's coming in and the guy goes, "That dude's been stoned since the 3rd grade." In the TV cut, he says something to the girl that just makes me laugh. It's almost like that guy's been weird since 3rd grade or something like that. But the dubbing in this is so funny the way that they do this. I freaking love it. Talk about soundtracks. This soundtrack is freaking kick ass, by the way. Kick ass. I love it. I mean, all-star freaking cast here. You've got Sean Penn. I mean, this is such a great Jennifer Jason Leigh. It's like I fell in love with her in this movie. Phoebe Cates, who is like one of my all-time biggest crushes ever, is from this movie. You get Judge Reinhold, and what's his name there? Damone. I want you to want me, the Dream Police. Killer. Oh wait, he's gonna shit. Is that what he says? He's gonna shit. He's gonna shit, and then he's gonna kill us. And I think on the TV cut or something, he's like he's gonna trip. He's gonna trip. Yeah, first he's gonna trip, then he's gonna kill us. And I always thought that was funny. Like he's gonna trip and then he's gonna kill us. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. That's what it was. Oh god, yeah. Phoebe Cates. Sorry, I'm missing everybody's things in here. When it comes to making out, what you want to do is you want to put on side 1 of Led Zeppelin 4. It works every time. like being in this chat right now, like, isn't this great? Isn't this great? Love it. Let's see what you guys are saying about this one. I would watch Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan before I'd watch Gladiator. 100%. 100%. My number one is Annie. Is that the call? Is that what we're calling? Is that what we're calling right now? Let me see. I will say this, Tina, and this is going to be a hot take, actually, because I haven't talked to you about it. I actually didn't mind The Crow, the new Crow movie. Everybody hates it. I watched it the other night, and I was like, it was all right. It was fine. I didn't find anything wrong with it. I'm surprised. I think people hate it because it's The Crow. But I think as a movie, it's entertaining enough. It was a fine movie. I did not have any problems with it really, at all. So I think that there's 4 people that don't hate that movie out there. But I told Tina I would let her know once I watched it. I'm not going to say it's my favorite movie of the year or anything like that, but I was pleasantly surprised that it really wasn't the complete pile of dog shit that everybody said it was. It wasn't. I mean, to be honest, it was very practical in the effects, a lot more than I think a lot of the action movies are nowadays. I had fun with it. I thought it was fine. It was violent as all hell. It was very straightforward. It was kind of a basic story or anything like that, but it was fine. I don't know how many people watch a lot of the stuff they watch and then shit on this movie because I'm like, this is really not much different than most of the shit that we get nowadays. But like I said, like when it came to the CGI, it was kind of in like that outer world thing, so I gave it a little bit of a pass. The little things that were like bringing the people under the water, like I could have did without that. But like as far as the violence and the fighting and stuff, it was really well done. Okay, Josh says the same thing. It was good. Like, I mean, I was expecting it to be a dumpster fire when I went in there, but it was okay. It was fine. I think a lot of people just are mad about it being called The Crow. I really do think that's what it is. Caprice, what's up, kid? Thanks for being here. I started watching the making of thing or whatever, so I watched some of that. All right. I can't believe nobody's guessed my number one right now. I can't believe that nobody's I'm going to give you guys a minute to think about what my number one is. Number one of 1982. All right, let me see what you guys are saying if I missed anything. Please remember us now. There's the 10K. Look what happened to Slippy. I know. Slippy's probably on an island right now. He's probably on an island right now. He's got that dough. What up, Jackson? Number one. What? Okay, so I'm doing a ranking of my favorite movies of 1982. And I've got one more left. All right. Okay. Number one movie, my favorite movie of 1982 is Class of 1984 is my number one pick for my favorite movie of 1982. This movie kicks so much ass. So much ass. I think that if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's so good, man. I don't even know what you would call it. I mean, what kind of is it? Action, drama? It's got some horror elements to it. I mean, this thing is so good, and it's way better than 99. Don't listen to Mel. 84 is way better than 99, and I'm even saying way better than 99. Not even like it's a little bit better. It's leaps and bounds better. And I did see someone mention it. Was it you, MAGA? I saw somebody mention it earlier. You should have bought it, man. You should have bought it. It's better than Punk Vacation. It's way better than Punk Vacation. I think you guys need to. 99 is good. Yeah. But 84 is fantastic. Um, it's hold on, I'm seeing what you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's just a cool movie. It's about these punks that are kind of drug dealers and taking over the school. And there's a new teacher, and this is like kind of like one of the roughest schools out there. A new teacher starts, and Roddy McDowell's one of the teachers as well. And this new teacher's trying to get the students in the school to kind of get in order. It's kind of one of those, high school horror movies type of thing. If you guys want to know more about those type of movies, the Rad Dudes did a little bit of a collab with the horror punks, and we did a whole show talking about all these kind of movies, all of our favorites and stuff like that. Yeah, I think Class of '84 is definitely going to be streaming. It's probably on Tubi, 100%. Vestron put out 99, Scream Factory put out 84. But it's just a real cool movie. This is deep though. This gets really deep. There's a lot of violence in this. There's a lot of sex in this. Well, it's not a lot, but there's a lot of violence in this. Put it this way, it goes really overboard. The cast of characters is really good. Michael J. Fox is in this movie as a really young Michael J. Fox. But so again, this was '82. So you got to think about it. Michael J. Fox didn't make it big for a couple of years afterwards. So you got young Michael J. Fox in there. I mean, this is such a real cool movie. If anybody has not seen it, it had to be my number one. But I did see people actually, I saw someone say Extra, and Extra was actually on the chopping block to be on this list. That was one of the couple that I was going to put at number 10, but I chose Creepshow instead. I love Extra. I think Extra is one of the creepiest movies I've ever seen. There's a scene in Extra that still sends chills up my spine. It's a freaking bonkers ass movie. And if you guys haven't seen Extra, I highly recommend it. And I'm surprised that no one's busted my balls and said, where the hell is E.T.? Where the hell is Poltergeist? Because those are probably the two biggest movies from 1982. But I've talked about this before. I like E.T., but it is not a movie I go back and watch. When I was a kid, E.T. never worked for me. It scared the shit out of me. I didn't want anything to do with E.T. And I've kind of have the same feeling. Like, I like it, but it's still a hard watch for me, even as an adult. It's not one I go back to all the time. I like E.T. up until it gets to the part where where they find him like dead in the brook, and then they bring him to the house, and all the doctors and scientists come, and they start strapping Elliot up and all this stuff. I from that point, it never worked for me. That's why I always resorted to Mac and Me as a kid, because E.T. just never worked for me. It scared the shit out of my brother and I. So that's why E.T. is not on my list. It's just not a movie that I spent a lot of time with. I like it. I think it's a classic. I can understand the love for it. And I've watched it, more as an adult than I did as a kid. I didn't want anything to do with it as a kid. And Poltergeist, I love that as well. But when it comes to the movies I had to pick on this list, like, I'm not going to put that ahead of The Thing. I'm not going to put that ahead of Friday the 13th, because these are movies that I watch on a way more regular basis than I do. So let me see what you guys think. I agree. I watched Mac and Me. Mac and Me worked for me. I don't know, like E.T. It's hard to say, because it was like it's dedicated to kids, but I feel like there was a lot of elements in that were way over kids' head back then. I think E.T. has a great cast. I am a fan of Mac and Me. Yeah, I love Poltergeist as well. I love both of, like, I can respect the both movies, but for whatever reason, I had to pick it this way. Yeah, E.T. killed it, man. I mean, it got re-released a bunch of times. I mean, that VHS tape was one of the first VHS tapes my parents ever bought me. My uncle maybe bought it for me, actually. I think he might have bought it for me for Christmas. Of course he'd say that. What up, Dave? Thanks for being here, man. Trumpy from the E.T. ripoff movie. Um, let me see. No, I agree. I mean, I agree that that was what the 80s were. I just think there was a point in time where, you know, it's almost like this kid's getting experiments done on him and ET's, zipped up in a zip bag and stuff. It got too much for me as a kid. And I mean, I loved all those movies. If you watch, I did a whole list on creepiest kids movies of all time that weren't necessarily meant to be creepy, and I loved every one of them. So, yeah, that's kind of why ET didn't make the list, but that was my top 10 list of 1982. And if you're just coming in, feel free to watch it on the replay, and you can check out my full top 10 list for 82. And the reason we're talking about that is because I am giving away this 1982 documentary from MVD Rewind. It's a long ass documentary talking about all things movies, music, 1982 related. And I agree, Flight of the Navigator was one I watched all the time as a kid. All the time as a kid. Let me see. So let's try to figure out this whole thing here. Thank you, Big Rod. I appreciate it. Like I said, in the comments, not in the chat, in the comments down below, why don't you give me your top 5 or top 10 movies from my 82? I'll always like to see how different everybody's lists are. So when the stream's over, go to the comment section and put your top 10 or top 5 down there. Mac and Me, it's hard for me to recommend Mac and Me because it's one of those it's so bad it's good type movies. Yeah, that was shitty when they took the guns away and put walkie-talkies in and a lot of those new additions. Let me see if I can get this damn spin the wheel to work to find out who's going to win this thing. Okay, let me see this. I don't do this a lot. Share screen. All right. Wheel of names. Let me know if you guys see this. Why is there this little baby over here? Why little baby over there? Okay. Okay. Don't mind all these weird ads popping up over here. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing to work. Wheel of names. Click to spin. Ready. And go. And the winner. Yes! From the Movie Misfits channel, just won himself this documentary of 1982, the greatest geek year in history. So, Chris, if you are watching live, let me know. And guys, here's another thing too. Don't tell Chris, because I'm going to force him to have to watch this to find out. So don't tell him he won, because I want him to watch this thing and then contact me and say that he watched it and he knew that he won. So congratulations to him. If you see this, reach out to me, DM me, you know where to find me, and send me your address, and I will send this thing to you. But don't tell Chris. All right, so guys, I've been on here an hour. If you want me to stay on for another 20 minutes, I will. Just fire away questions, because I don't got anything else to talk about right now. I've got a lot of stuff I'm working on. I don't want to give that away. But if you guys have questions, you want to do a little Ask Me Anything, you can go for it. And I'll hang around here another like 15 to 20 minutes, because we do have a pretty big crowd in here. So I don't necessarily want to leave. But I did my list. We get the giveaway in, which is what I wanted to do. 48 Hours is a good movie, man. That's a really good movie. Thanks, Bucky. Oh, look at you. See, I told you you'd be in a better mood now. Look, told you. So let's say some shit. Let's make me laugh over here. Let's joke around. Exactly. Who's Chris? Don't tell Chris the babysitter's dead. I love it. Lips are sealed. Oh my god, are you doing the second giveaway tonight for the Trick or Treat 4K? I wish I had an extra one to give you guys. I don't. Okay, so let's talk about this actually. So here's what's been going on. The Rad Pack, which is the podcast I'm a part of. You can follow us at Rad Pack Pod on YouTube. That's where we do all of our podcasts in video form, live. Most of the time they're live. Our November show, which is going to be this Friday, and we're going to be talking about our favorite movies of 2024. So we're going to have my list, Justin's list, Mel's list. We'll have some honorable mentions. 2024 has been loaded with some good movies, especially horror. So me, being the person that I am, I haven't seen a lot of new stuff. I've always got so much to watch. I never can get to the theater. I miss out on so much new stuff and I end up seeing it way later. But because we're doing this show, I'm trying to go through a bunch of new stuff. That's why I watched The Crow the other night. I'm trying to catch up so I can give you guys my top 5 or whatever when we get to Friday. So I have not seen The Heretic and I'm not going to be able to see it because I think it's the only way to see it is in the theater, right? So my goal tomorrow is to watch Strange Darling. I got that in, so I got to watch that because I've heard good things. There was something else I needed to watch. I watched Oddity. Let me know, guys, in the comments if there's anything I need to watch. I'm trying to think what else I said I was going to watch. Oh, Justin told me to watch a movie called Mads. I never heard of it, so I'm going to try to see if I can check those out. But yeah, there's so many I haven't watched. I love Night Killer. I just did a video talking about that one, McHorror. Go check it out. I did it. It's the I think what did I do that one on? Check. Is that a 90s movie? Because if it is, it's probably in my top 10 overlooked horror movies of the 90s. Yeah. See Mel's link, follow the Rad Pack there. If you guys aren't subscribed to it, go sub and be ready for the show. She is 1/3 of the Rad Pack herself. I'm not going to CreepyCon. I wish I was. Unfortunately, California is on completely other side of the United States. So unfortunately, I probably won't really make it there, but I would love to. I need to meet Chance Michael Corbin again. I've met him once. This was in 2008. And I had him sign an 8x10. And then after that, I got this Lost Boys poster and started having the cast sign it. Now, that Lost Boys poster has almost every single person on it. And unfortunately, Chance is not on it because I met him before I had the poster. So, I keep trying to meet Chance, but he never comes this way. And the one time he did, he canceled. So, when I saw he was part of this little reunion, I was like, damn it. I would love to go. Which one? The Farmer? Is that the one? It's not. The Farmer's not good, by the way. What? My Shout Factory sale got delivered. The empty 4K case I bought for $3 was wrapped in paper. The Critter Box set just thrown. Leave it to Screen Factory, huh? Who wins in a fight, Mac or Alf? Poor Mac. He's only little. Alf's going to win. Is The Crow going to be my top 5? Probably going to be in Mel's. Oh, the Chaos movies? Yeah, we've been pounding through new movies. I didn't see Joker 2. I probably won't see Joker 2. Terrifier 3, you'll definitely see that on some people's lists for sure. I like The Crow. I thought the new Crow was good. I don't understand the hate for it. I really don't. I'll tell you this. I don't even know anything that's coming out in 2025. I'm not I don't keep up with all that stuff. Unless I see something flash in front of me that I'm like, oh, cool. I'll look into it, but I have no idea what's coming out. Yeah, I'm going to check that out tomorrow. I have it on Blu-ray. I just haven't had a chance to it. Yeah, that is kind of the mystery that nobody really realizes. I've no idea. I've never met somebody that can do 4 videos a year and have each one go viral. I've never heard of this before. I've never seen this before. And he can just sit back on those 4 videos and make decent money for the year to not do anything. But when he does a video, it's freaking good. I'll tell you that. Are you saying don't watch it? He recommended that to me. He's like, "Oh, you gotta watch this one." Actually, I know what I watched today. I watched just before I came on, I was watching the TV Glow. I watched that one today too. What I think of Oddity, I thought Oddity was good. Will that be in my top 5? Probably not. But I thought it was good. I've seen Julie Darling, yes. I've got the DVD right there. No, I thought Long Legs was good. Well, it could maybe be in my top 5. We'll have to see. And I'll tell you this, I don't watch much non-horror stuff. I watched Deadpool and Wolverine the other day. I did see Fall Guy. I'm trying to think what else. Crow. I have to find a list and see which movies came out this year. I did see Evil, Speak No Evil. I liked it, but it's not going to make my top 5. He could be rigging YouTube somehow. Let me see. The original Changeling is a fantastic movie. That's another Skarsgård movie, isn't it? You and Skarsgård. You guys in Skarsgård. I probably won't watch Boy Kills World. Zombievers. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm going to tell you this. Bad Moon is probably one of the best werewolf movies of all time. So I would highly recommend checking that out if you haven't. It's alive. That's cool. Mick Har says Substance is overrated. I didn't think it was all that. I'm going to tell you right now. I'll let you guys know early. Substance is probably my movie of the year. I'm going to just give it away. Wow. It sucked. Holy mackerel. Oh yeah, he's rich too. Living off the land over there. He's living off Corey Feldman, basically. What up, Killer Pizza? Oh, I haven't got my Terminator 4K. Actually, you know what? That's why I went to Walmart today. I went to go see if they had Terminator 4K, and then it wasn't there, but they had all these like A24 site exclusives on the shelf. I'm like, what the hell is this? Why do they have site exclusives from A24 at Walmart? I was like shocked. But no Terminator 4K. I did see Lisa Frankenstein. I thought it was a good movie. Frankie Frico. I'm going to tell you, Long Legs has a better chance to make my top 5. I heard about this, yeah. Justin's been telling me too. He bought me the Blu-ray 2 Christmases ago. I still haven't watched it yet. I should probably watch it before we do our holiday special because he's going to be all over me if I don't. I don't know. I don't know if they announce the keep. I mean, here's the thing though. I'm not going to buy anything because I'm going to be at the Vinegar Syndrome store that Saturday, the day after Black Friday. So I'm going to go and buy everything I want there, then come home and I'll do a review. I'll do an unboxing and showcase of all the shit for you guys before you'll be able to decide if you like it or, check out the packaging and stuff before the end of the weekend if you want to. So I do that every year. That's kind of part of, what makes it nice that I'm here, that I'm so close. I mean, not so close. It's 2 hours away, but every Black Friday, I go and get everything the next day. And then I come home and I do a showcase on YouTube, and the videos do really well because, one of the first people to have it that are going to showcase it on this platform. So I'll get everything. I'll get Congo. I'll get all that shit. So, but I don't know. I don't know what's coming out. Like, I haven't really been paying attention. I know the Keep is mentioned, which I'll buy for sure. But because I'm going, I'm just like I haven't really been paying attention. I don't know. I don't really know the deal. Like I've heard rumors about stuff, but I don't know. I don't want to say anything because I don't know what's true. Um Let me see. Oh my god. I don't again, I don't know who sued what. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't I nobody really knows unless they Don May says that. Who knows? I wouldn't believe that other guy. I would take what he says with a grain of salt, to be honest with you. I find it a little bit hard to believe that some of these people that he said they sued, they would sue. I just find that hard to believe. Um, let me see. Oh yeah, Abigail was a share, wasn't it? I thought it was okay, but it's not going to make my list. It's not going to be my top 5, that's for sure. Oh, was that 2024 -1? See, I'm gonna have to pull a whole list because I loved that movie. We do need a 4K just before dawn. It's a great movie, man. It's not one many people talk about. Look at this, see? Yeah, it's funny because I pre-ordered Frogman, but then everybody went to Walmart and bought theirs. But you know why mine took so long is because I bought that big, huge bundle. Late Night of the Devil is probably gonna be on my list, but it's probably not gonna be number one. Probably not because I'm not a video game. I'm not a gamer. I mean, I want to be, basically. I've always wanted to be one, but I can't find the time. I did find the time before I had a YouTube channel and I was playing Friday the 13th, but then after that went under, I couldn't really get back into it. So I only have a PlayStation 4. And because I don't really game, I'm not going to buy a PlayStation 5. And I think that's the only way you can get Killer Clowns. If Killer Clowns was on PlayStation 4, I would have bought it to check out for sure. What up, Matt? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I hope it is that though. Um, uh, all great movies, dude. All great movies. Nosferatu in December. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to talk about that one because we're doing our video early, just because we have a Christmas episode we got to do. So, um, that's another Skarsgård, guys everywhere. Um, I think you and Mel like all the same movies, to be honest. Have any 2000? I don't know. You're probably right. I don't think as many people would care. Some would. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about just movies that were released this year. Yeah, it's really good. I think that it's definitely underrated for sure. I loved Maxine, so it's gonna be on my list for sure. Yeah, man, I would love it. It used to be so fun. Like Friday 13th, like I would play with like Pizowl and a bunch of buddies, and we'd do it like late at night during the week or on a Friday. We'd be up until like 2 in the morning. It was so fun, man. I miss it. But now is just one of those things where when I have the extra time, I come on and do this. What up, KB? Yeah, I did the giveaway. I'm not going to tell you who won. Unfortunately, it wasn't you, but I don't want to say who won because that person needs to come and watch the stream themselves. Nobody's telling them. Nobody's telling the person who won unless they watch the stream. Did I pick up Criterions? Yes, I picked up 4. I picked up Walk With Me. I picked up Gummo. I picked up Night of the Hunter. And Mel, help me out. What's that other one I picked up? The It was on the Bravo list that you recommended a while ago. Whatever that one's called, I picked that one up too. Oh, 100% Maxine was going to be on there. I haven't seen it. I got sent a screener. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, though. I would love to try to watch it before our show tomorrow, Friday. But I got so much to try to watch between now and then. I don't know where I'm going to fit it all in. I could be doing it now, but I'm here chatting it up with you guys. I'll give you 10 more minutes. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Ape of Christmas, I thought was pretty cool. Movie Den, what's up, man? Better late than never. Hell yeah. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Adam, my boy, what's up, man? Hey, dude, I'm going to archive on the 30th, the Saturday the 30th. If you're around, let me know. Yes, that's what I got. I got Shallow Grave. Yeah, so I got Shallow Grave, Gummo, Firewalk with Me, and what the hell the other one I just said? Son of a bitch. I can't remember what I just said. I got 4. Those are the 4 I got. Night of the Hunter. Yeah, those are the 4 I got. I like Hyper and Rambling is cool. It's cool. Do it up. You're down. Yeah, man, cool. I'm meeting up with my friend Phil, and then I know we're gonna do lunch. So I don't know if you're on a time crunch or anything like that, but hit me up. I am the worst. I'm the worst. Both those movies are good. If anybody hasn't, I did a really cool video called Holiday Horrors, and I talk about all these different holiday movies that you can watch between now and Christmas. And there's the heavy hitters, and there's a lot of underrated gems, and both these movies are on my list. What did Bog Zombie get? Others, Something Wild, The Phantom Carriage, Criterion recently picked up Criterion release for Targets 2. Great film. Have not seen it. I'm iffy about Criterion stuff, so I don't get a lot. I get some. JWoww movie. I don't even know what the hell that is. A JWoww horror movie. I didn't know. No idea. She's in a movie, or did she? Oh no, wait. I heard would she direct a horror movie or something? But yeah, all I got was those 4. I don't know if I'm going to get any more Criterion movies. Is the sale over? I don't know if I'm going to grab any more. Yeah, I know Jay. Oh, Devin. No, I haven't heard of that. Garrett's number 1 is going to be Hot Frosty from Netflix. I don't know what that is. I'm getting Gummo for sure. I tend to wait most Criterions to hit 4K before biting. Yeah, I think all the ones I got were 4K. Is Gummo 4K or Blu-ray? I don't even know anymore. So I haven't seen a lot of the new ones. I used to love the VHS series. They just came out with so many, I haven't been able to catch up. But I heard the new one's good. I was told to watch that before our show, so I'm going to see if I can have time to do it. I may be able to, I may not. Elves is so bad it's good. So if 240. New weird order for life. Oh yeah, I forgot Salem's Lot came out this year too. Shit. I think Gummo is one of the weirdest Criterion releases ever. That movie got a Criterion boggles my mind. I have to write that down. I forgot that came out. I like that. You know what's actually funny about New World Order? Cody's going to appreciate this. I'll send you a picture, Cody. So a client, this is my morning. I walk into work this morning at quarter of 5 in the morning. And my client walks in and says, "Here, buddy," and he hands me a Dennis Rodman doll in package from like the 90s. and it looks like a Barbie doll, and it comes with like different clothes and stuff, and it's sealed in a package. I go, "What the hell is this?" He goes, "I don't know. I found it in my attic. I figured you'd like." I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" So it's like it's just so funny that people know me so well. Like he's like, "Oh, Garrett would appreciate this Dennis Rodman, this Dennis Rodman dress up Barbie doll in package." So he has it. So he gave it to me this morning at 5 a.m. and I brought it home here and displayed him nicely right up there on my shelf. So yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know what year it's from. I looked at the box. I couldn't find a year on it. I got to try to find it on eBay and see what this thing's going for, but it's sealed. A little Rodman action. Um, yeah. So speaking of that, so that is not on my holiday horror list because I am going to do a full video talking about both that and the one from the show. The one from the show and from the one from the movie, I'm going to do a comparison and a retrospective on both of them. So that's why it's not on there. But so pay attention, and if you're into that. It was just so random. I mean, I appreciate the fact that people know me so well, but I was like, it's like 5 in the morning and he's handing me a friggin' Rodman doll. Later, Ragnar. It's too sweet. Hell yeah. I will I will send you a picture when we're done. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. We've had a great crowd. You guys have been killing it in the chat. I love seeing the chat ski on fire. Make sure you keep your eye on the channel. I get the Blair Witch video coming. And this Friday night, you can find me over at the Radpack Pod YouTube channel. Go type in Radpack Pod, find the YouTube channel, hit notifications on, hit subscribe, and find us there on Friday to be talking about all the movies that we watch, not all that we watch, but a lot of movies from 2024 that we recommend you guys checking out. So thank you guys so much for hanging with me tonight. It's been fun. Leave your top 10 or top 5 favorite movies from 1982 in the comment section below. I'd love to see if your list matches mine at all or is completely different. So guys, hit that like button. This is Garrett at Born2beRad. And like always, stay